Alright guys, quick update on the chicken run. I'll just take you up there now. Going with the youngest, he's got some corn to feed them. So we've had some pretty serious problems with the weather. Well, it's just been so wet, it's been unbelievable, and so the chicken run has become absolutely saturated to a point where we're just sort of sinking in, and even some of the mulch layer that's sort of a couple of feet high is just absolutely saturated. And it's not really I don't think it's a problem for the chickens, because they do have dry areas, but it's just not pleasant to sort of walk through to collect the eggs. And also starting to smell, and that is a problem, so we don't want to annoy our neighbours with the bad smell. So we just need to dry it out, and I've got a solution. It's cost me £8 or somewhere around $10. I'm going to show you what it is. You might already see it on the video. It's this. I've put a roof over it. I'll just climb up here and show you from above. It's tarpaulin. It's not covering the whole run. I didn't want to cover the whole run, but it's covering the majority of it. So I've just tied it with cable ties at each end and over the other end, but not along the side, because I just can't. It's not very easy to get there. I could get there, but it would have just made it difficult. But it's quite taut there and on that side, and already it's keeping rain out. But we are set for a bit of dry weather. So
Daddy, can
yep.
you hold corn?
Okay, yep. Make sure they don't come out. Here. Oops, one's escaped. Go back in. I'll just throw some corn out. Here we go. Here you go, there's corn. Ah, good, they've been scratching around. I'll show you the state of the compost and how wet it is. Go on, in you go, darling. And then I'll see if my youngest can... Yeah, it really stinks in here. It's gone really anaerobic, just because of how wet it is. And if I show you on the boot, I'm not even putting any weight on it, and you can see how much it's sort of sinking in. We've got fresh food in there, fresh water, gave them a bit of fresh milk, and they've been scratching around this area. You can see it's a bit more textured, whereas all this is really smooth. And you can see the rake is buried. But this, I only put the roof on yesterday after days and days, and well, weeks really, weeks and weeks of heavy rain. They're looking in great condition, and they don't mind being out in the rain or being wet. And they've got lots of dry area in there under the box and in the house. But now we're under this thing, and it's pretty big. We'll duck down and show you. It covers most of the run now, so this will start to dry out, and the smell will go away. And this is a close-up of the material. It does look quite soil-like now, but I'll once my youngest boy's finished feeding the corn, I'll do a bit of raking.
Little chicken. No. Oh, Diggy. Ah! Three.
So this is what it looks like underneath. We'll finish feeding the grain. Yeah.
I bet there's some over there in the house.
You spread some under there, have you?
And a black one eating it.
That's good.
But not more the green one, no. There we go.
It feels a lot darker in here now with the roof on, and it's deep in the shade anyway. So, but what I can do is I can just take the cable ties off whenever I'm ready to remove it. So, for example, in the summer or the spring, when we need more moisture in here, we can take it off, and then we can put it back on if there's two periods of too much rain and we need to dry it out. So it cost me £8 from a local DIY centre, and it's an absolute bargain, because if I looked at sort of proper roofing material, I mean, you're probably looking at 100-200 quid to sort of roof this, maybe more. I don't know. You can buy the corrugated sheets for maybe £20-30 now, which is about $40, $35 for a sheet. I'll need probably about 3 or 4.
Daddy, I'm gonna pet my safety.
He likes to drop the last little bit by his feet as they go and peck around him. Those sticks were the Brussels sprouts from Christmas dinner, but they were the sticks that held them, so they never made it into the kitchen. They were stored in the garage, so I could use them here. So you can use bits and pieces. There we go. Do you want to hold the camera, darling, so I can do some raking?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really important you don't drop that. Okay, you're going to point it at me. Look. You point it like that. Oh, just hold it like that. But don't put your fingers in front of this. Point that at me, because that's where it's recording. See? Pointing at your face. Point it at me. Turn it round. No, turn it round. Don't drop it. Turn it round. Okay, that's good. That's it, see?
I can't see you.
Right, if you move over to one of the sides, how about over there?
Yeah, where the dicks is.
I'm going to rake some of this stuff up.
See that? That is a raking.
Well done. Move this. Let's go over here.
That's the chicken food. That, Daddy. That's a chicken. And that's another chicken. That's another chicken. Ah! It's gone off. Oh,
That's right, it's still working, but after a little while the screen goes off to save a bit of battery. So you can just press the screen gently.
That's one of the, that's a chicken. That's other back one with hair. Cause now it's a margarine one, and that's it full.
Well done, darling, it's really good explaining.
Milk. And the bottle. And that is raking. And there's the chicken pecking. That food peck. Pecking it. There's 2 chickens. And wait. See that big yawn? That's Daddy raking. Water. 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 Water.
Okay, so he's just going to check for eggs. Is there any in there? 3? That's interesting, because we had 2 this morning. Oh yeah. Well done. You just scrape it off gently. I can do it in a minute. You do it on the edge, on the corner. Okay. You're gonna take the last one out. So I've been raking up the pile. It's quite hard work 'cause it's quite dense matter. But I'll show you what it all looks. I'll just show you this up close. So it's quite twiggy, not broken down as much as it looks. And it's gone really anaerobic, really stinky actually. Worse than I thought. So once it's dried out, it'll get much better. And we'll introduce some new material that's in the wheelbarrow out there. And we'll keep breaking up this sort of area a bit later as well. But just see how wet it is. That's under what I've raked up. And it's just water sitting on the surface. We're on a hill, and the water should be draining downhill, but also we're downhill from an awful lot of land up there it's all just going to be saturated. This is the new material that we can put in. It's just drying out a bit now as well because it was in tubs. And that's the update. I won't touch the compost for now. But yeah, looking forward to going back in there every day now. It's going to drain down, and we're due a lot drier weather. Oh, that was a workout. We'll keep you up to date.